Once upon a time, in a quiet green forest where sunlight danced through the trees, a little ant was walking slowly on the narrow path, carrying a big piece of bread on her tiny back. Each step was heavy, but her eyes shone with determination. Not far away, a cheerful green grasshopper leapt lazily from one leaf to another, humming a carefree tune, enjoying the soft breeze on his face. When he saw the little ant struggling under her load, he chuckled and jumped down beside her. "Hey, little ant," he said, grinning. "I see you working every single day. Sometimes you're collecting grains, sometimes building your tiny home, and now, look at you, carrying that huge piece of bread. Is this what your life is all about? Work, work, and more work?" The grasshopper stretched himself comfortably on a rock, closed his eyes, and smiled. "Life is meant to be enjoyed, my friend. Why waste it worrying about tomorrow? Relax a little, sing, dance, have some fun." The ant stopped. She gently placed the bread on the ground, looked up at the grasshopper, and spoke softly, yet firmly. "I'm collecting food for the rainy season and for the cold winter that will follow. I'm working hard now, so that later, when storms arrive, I'll live in peace. Just 4 months of effort, for 8 months of comfort." The grasshopper laughed loudly, flipping a blade of grass in the air. "Who knows what tomorrow will bring? What if you're not even alive by then? Why plan so far ahead? Live in the moment. That's my rule." The ant said nothing more. She quietly lifted the bread again and walked away, step by step, into the fading light of the forest. Days passed, then weeks. 4 months went by. The ant worked tirelessly, building, storing, and preparing. And then, the rains came. Thunder echoed through the forest. Lightning flashed across the dark sky. The earth turned to mud, and the wind howled through the trees. But inside her little home, the ant was safe. Warm, dry, surrounded by food she had gathered with patience and faith. Meanwhile, the grasshopper had nowhere to go. The leaves he once played on were soaked. The ground was slippery, the air was cold, and hunger gnawed at his empty stomach. He shivered beneath a wet leaf, regretting every moment he had wasted. Finally, tired and trembling, he dragged himself to the ant's home. The ant opened the door, and seeing his condition, she welcomed him in, with kindness. The grasshopper stood in silence. He looked around in awe. The ant's home was strong, clean, full of food. Warm light filled the room, and for the first time, he understood the true meaning of hard work. He lowered his head in shame, whispering, "I should have listened." And the ant, smiling gently, said nothing. "Dear friend, we all love to enjoy life, and we should, but never forget. The work you do today protects you from the storms of tomorrow. Whether you are young, rebuilding your life, or just starting your journey, it's never too early and never too late to prepare for the future you dream of. Because every small step today builds the peace, strength, and freedom of tomorrow." So ask yourself, do you want a few moments of fun now, or a lifetime of comfort, safety, and pride later? The choice is always yours.